Woo, 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 guys, what's going on? Somewhere that pizza on the move, man. Somewhere that pizza on the goddamn move. So, what's going on, man? We're here, guys. Somewhere that pizza back once again with yet another video. Today, I wanted to talk about something profound whilst on the go because the topic was just so interesting to me. I couldn't wait until I got to the destination to talk about it. I had to talk about it now. So what we're doing now, it's pretty cold here in New York. I decided to just take a little bit of a bike ride, a little bit of a risky one, one-handed, in the very, very congested city of New York. But today, let's get right into the topic, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and then we're gonna get into the topic right about now, right? We're gonna talk about echo chambers today, why echo chambers are a problem in all industries, all facets of life, philosophies, mindsets, politics, and everything, and why maybe listening to an echo chamber online or maybe within your group of friends, your social group, could be stifling for your personal development, right? Deep conversation. No one really wants to talk about it. So I figured I might as well begin the conversation, right? Let's get into it, right? So echo chambers. What the heck is an echo chamber for the people that are not very understanding of that term, that concept? An echo chamber is a place, it's like a safe space, right? So the liberals call it, where a whole bunch of people agree with a certain thing, right? So say for instance, you may believe that the earth is flat. There's an echo chamber on that, for that, online, where a whole bunch of people isolate of what any factual statements that serve the contrary argument to why the earth may not be flat. Even though there's a whole prevalence of those arguments, people in the echo chamber of believing that the earth is flat are going to remain in their ways and remain with their beliefs. That's that's what's going on. That's an echo chamber, essentially. That's an example of one as well. The reason why, you could sort of tell, the reason why echo chambers are pretty bad, right, is because even though you are, in this, let's continue the little example of the flat earth theory. There's a whole bunch of people telling you and reaffirming your belief that the earth may be flat, right? But even with contrary evidence, you're not even gonna look at that evidence because you feel comfortable remaining in the echo chamber of belief because you have a whole bunch of friends believing that the earth is flat. If you get rid of those thoughts, that the earth may not be flat, then you're gonna lose a whole bunch of friends, you're gonna lose a whole bunch of social standing. And even if you are, a person like me that likes to explore things, adventure in new concepts and realms of thought, dimensions of policy and belief. When you sort of begin your journey as someone believing that the earth is flat, and you sort of go through an adventure and find out that indeed the earth isn't flat, and then you go back and talk about how the earth isn't flat, then get ready to be marginalized from your group of past believers. Get ready to be kicked out of your group of friends. All of that kind of stuff. That's the dangers of combating the echo chamber. In terms of stifling someone from growing to become an individual, right? You are not challenging yourself at all by believing what you believe and not challenging your beliefs. There's a lot of echo chambers online, even in regards to what I'd like to talk about, semen retention. Semen retention, of course, I'm part of that echo chamber to some degree, but also I like to go out into the world and challenge these beliefs because things are not, I don't know if things are absolutely correct. Maybe like things like semen retention and other belief systems or ideas may fall within the category of subjective belief. Right? This is why I had to figure it out. This is why, I have an adventurous spirit. I don't like to remain in something for too long. But it's the same with semen retention. It's the same with policies like maybe one country is bad, another country is good. Echo chambers exist in all facets of life. And it's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous to fall into those belief systems. Let's change arms. And it's very, very dangerous to fall into those belief systems because you're not actually learning anything. That's the problem with it. In terms of examples in history, maybe the rise of certain dictators can be due to echo chambers, the effect of echo chambers. Also, inadvertently, echo chambers promote ignorance. When there's like 50,000 people that believe in a sort of flawed belief, like the belief of interesting stuff going on at the intersection. That's per usual here in New York. If there's 50,000 people that believe in something completely asinine like 2 + 2 = 5, and even though there might be an individual that comes in with their skills of arithmetic, what's this guy doing? Weird. Even though there might be someone that's like adept at arithmetic, that sort of makes this a very, very simple deduction that, hey, probably 2 + 2 = 4 instead. I don't know how 2 + 2 could equal 5, and let alone why 50,000 people believe that 2 + 2 might equal 5. That person will get ostracized. It's crazy, right? They'll get completely kicked out of their that group of thought. Also, it thwarts, it's almost like a 1984 type of thing, you know, in regards to that specific example. Imagine believing 2 + 2 = 5. Well, that's a direct example. That's actually something that popped up in the book. It was an example that I think one of the party members brought up to the protagonist, saying that whatever the party believes, you must believe too, even though it's completely asinine as 2 + 2 equaling 5. But it sort of destroys the idea of having a debate or a conversation about something, because the prevailing message of the echo chamber might be contrary to what your findings are about the thing that you would like to debate about with the echo chamber. Aldous Huxley even talks about the whole herd mentality. Herd mentality and echo chambers are one and the same, almost as if they're synonymous terms, really. The herd mentality is like it's like a group, you know, that all believe the same thing. They yell the same beliefs. They talk with the same ferocity about a certain topic, seldom researched by the constituents in the group, in the herd. The same thing as echo chambers. That's the problem with it. Like here in New York, let's give a prime example. A lot of people in New York, generally they believe that certain presidential candidates are not the best presidential candidates for one reason or another, based off a lot of media, right? What's being said through information and news that is distorted, right? That could be modified, and that don't need to be fact checked. And because of these things, a lot of people believe what they have been told by these news sources that they have not fact checked or cross-referenced, because not only those news sources were written in very, very strong, disparaging language, they went out to a social gathering, with their friends, found out that the rest of their friends also read that news article, watched that episode about this specific someone, and got the same bit of information and decided to believe this information. And then, of course, those people rest on their laurels of sitting and remaining in the echo chamber of belief. This is so dangerous, dead serious. And if you want to bring it to a political point, this is even dangerous for democracy. Can you imagine if people just instantly believed what they saw or heard? Can you imagine? That's so dangerous. That's so nuts. You know what? History repeats itself. I believe that a lot of movements in the past were based off of this same proclivity towards falling susceptible to the wiles of an echo chamber, whatever topic it might cover. It's kind of crazy, man. Let's bring it back to me, because it is Somewhere Del Piso, the channel, of course. I like to observe and analyze things. I also like to cross-reference what I've learned about those things with other news sources, especially ones that are generally contrary to the thing, because I would like to understand all angles of it so I can make a decision, and of course get close as I can to the objective meaning of that thing. That's how things work. I think that's how people should generally view the acquisition of knowledge, because the acquisition of knowledge is meant to become as acquainted as possible with the objective nature of a thing. And to do that, you can't just listen to one side of that thing or understand one aspect of that thing. You must try to get as many backgrounds of that thing so you can understand multiple aspects, so you can get close to objectivity, because objectivity is essentially everything, right? Literally, and everything as in important in this case. So that's all I have to say about the echo chamber, guys. Honestly, because it's just, I've just been going around a lot of online spaces just in regards to like dating, how people view Chrome Hearts fans, because that's a fashion brand. And I've just been understanding a lot about life, you know? I'm just understanding of echo chambers and how dangerous they are to having any sort of proper, valid discourse about something. So, I don't know. If you guys like that kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, share the video with some peers. Listen, don't ever let this place get you down, guys. Life has been and probably will always be perpetuated by echo chambers to some degree. This is just something that we'll have to realize. If we've realized already, this is just something that we'll have to accept, because this is just the truth, man. But you don't have to yourself be part of these echo chambers. You can try to do something incredibly crazy and as radical as cross-referencing your news sources or your information about the aspects of a thing in order to understand it more or get closer to its objective meaning. Now it sounds wild, but hey, listen, I've been doing it for about 20 years now as a mini scholar and intellectual, and I'll probably continue doing that until the end of my days. Long, tall, short, man. That's just really it. Anyway, stay radiant, guys. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Woo!